I'm a trucking across the USA. Yeah, I'm trucking just about every day. Yeah, I'm trucking. So what you got to say? I'd like to hear it today. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I'd like to hear it today. Trucker John OTR. Tuesday, Thursday, live streaming on YouTube, 9 a.m. Pacific time. Won't you join me, please? From somewhere in the United States of America is Trucker John OTR. Who knows where I'll be live streaming from? It could be a rest area. It could be a truck stop. Or maybe even a Walmart parking lot. That's right, every Tuesday and Thursday, 9 a.m. Pacific time. It's the Trucker John OTR live stream. That's right. It's going down. It's going down. Hello, my name is John Fowler.
Bonus days are back for pros at Lowe's. You earn points and save when you buy the top pro brands you trust, like DeWalt. Right now, you can save $100 on the powerful DeWalt 8¼ inch carbide portable table saw. Was $3.99, now just $2.99. Join today and shop bonus days.
Getting into commercials.
Only at Lowe's. Bonus points calculated before taxes and fees after applicable discounts, if any. Valid through 1/20. Subject to change while supplies last. Visit Lowes.com/MVPs bonus points for details.
Hello, my name is John Fowler. Oh boy. We got into the copyrighted music. Woo! Chilly out there. It's a little bit chilly. It's a little bit chilly. Hello, everybody. I had to take care of some business. Thanks for being here. I didn't see who all was here because I was out running around and stuff, doing my walk around. Let me just go ahead and put you on over here real quick, and that way I can see the stream. I can see the chat a little bit better. Okay, so here we are. I'm in Burns, Oregon, and it's a little chilly, a little snowy, and let me see here. We got Jeannie Shannon in the house. Thank you so much. Pray for the farmers. Wes Webb, thanks for being here. Nick Rich 56, 10-4, good buddy. Jolie, all right, Jolie made it. KO's here. Hello, KO. That's Kenneth Otto, in case you don't know who I'm talking about. Let's see, is everybody? All right, so I guess that's everybody. So anyhow, yeah, we have 6 there, but only 4 thumbs up. So 2 people, your slackers, you need to hit that thumbs up button. Hit the thumbs up, please. So yeah, I'm in Burns, Oregon. There's a little bit of snow on the ground, and I'm right here. I went ahead and stayed at the Best Western last night. I just didn't feel like staying out here in the cold. I mean, I got a heater. I'm sure it would have been nice and toasty in here, but anyhow, I got the hotel, and now I'm checked out, and now I'm going to be hitting the road, going across Highway 20 back into Ontario and through Boise and out that way. I'm on my way to Denver. Is where I'm going, and I'm trying to hopefully be between these storms. You know, these waves of these rainstorms and then the higher elevations of snow. You know, it's like it's a day and then you get a day off and then there's another one coming through, and so you got to kind of try to get in between them, you know. Like this snow here on the ground, this is old snow. I think it's been a few days. It's pretty crunchy and hard snow. On the way up here, the roads were all clear and plowed, and a lot of the areas, I was even surprised there was snow here, because a lot of the areas between here and where I picked up over in Eugene, a lot of areas of just no snow at all, and then there'd be some, you know, more mountainous areas had snow. So it's just an off and on thing. But anyhow, hopefully I'll be getting through to Denver okay, and then I booked a load, miracle of miracles, from Denver the day after I deliver this one, that goes right to North Las Vegas, which is great because I live in Vegas, and
And I've been wanting to get home, so hopefully that'll all work out. And coming on the way back, it's going to be another thing of, can I dodge the storms? Am I going to be able to, because that's going to be coming through I-70 through the Rockies in the winter during storms. I don't really like it. I might even just route on down to the 40, even though it's way out of route. Take the 40 down, take the 25 down to the 40, down to Albuquerque, and then cross that way. Go down to Kingman, and then from Kingman you go up to Vegas. That's probably what I'm gonna do. I'll see what the weather is gonna be like and everything, and the roads, but that's probably my plan of action, provided that that's, not any worse. It depends on how bad these storms are. The good thing is that it's been more rain than snow, so maybe I'll be okay. Let's see. So what are you guys talking about? You talking about Starlink, shit like that? An Xfinity, $100 a month. I just have streaming services because I do everything streaming. Anyhow, so let's see. I'm in Burns. Well, this is actually Hines, Oregon. Is actually where this little city, and then Burns is just right down, like a mile down the road. And I guess the reason I put Burns is because I always think of this as being Burns. I always forget this is Hines. And Burns, you might remember. You remember a few years ago when those wackadoodles took over the Malheur, I think it's National Wildlife Refuge. Well, that's where this is. Remember the Bundys, the wacky Bundys, and their crew. They took over the wildlife refuge. That's just probably straight as I'm looking. Probably maybe, I don't know. It might be 20 or 30 miles away because it's across those fields out there. But as the crow flies, it's just probably straight across from where I'm sitting. The wild refuge is. And I remember the city of Burns became kind of became well known, I guess, because a lot of the law enforcement was handling that, the local sheriffs here and stuff, along with state troopers and along with the feds and all that. It became a kind of a big deal, remember? And I remember them, I think they would interview people from Burns, and it kind of became a big thing here. And that's where I'm at. I'm in Burns, well, Hines. And so that's probably the only thing this place has ever been known for, I guess. But anyhow, every now and then I drive through here. I usually don't in the winter because I don't like dealing with the snow and all that kind of stuff. But from where I picked up, it just, and I looked at the road reports yesterday and everything seemed pretty clear. So far, there's been no chain restrictions. There's been no ice or anything on the roads. Like I said, it was all been paved and everything good. So I don't mind coming through if it's, if the roads aren't icy and I don't have to put chains on. Because I don't chain. I'm sorry. If it's too dangerous to drive without chains, it's too dangerous to drive. That's my motto. And I live by it. West Webb says our snow is gone. Yeah, well, you might be having some more. I think there's a whole bunch of storms coming out that way. Well, I don't know if you're going to get snow or rain, one or the other. Nick Rich says Hines, Oregon. Okay. Yeah, not Hines with a D. I think it's just Hines. I think. I don't even know. Julie says 50 and sunny. Wow. Enjoy it. Because I think we're going to get a cold spell. Julie says, good motto, stay safe. And also it's because I don't feel like doing it. I mean, it's just a hassle. It's a pain in the ass, chain up. And I'm too old for that shit. It's just an aggravation I don't need. I don't need to get out in the snow and fuck with chains and shit, you know? I just don't need it. There's just certain things, when you get to certain ages, you just don't need to deal with. If I was a young buck, then I'd just throw chains on all day, you know? But I ain't no young buck, so. So yeah, this is Burns. Now I'm probably just gonna do a short show today. I should hit the road. I was thinking about doing the, you know, putting the, you know, I got my window mount. I was thinking about shooting and doing that, but it's probably gonna lose as soon as I get out of town. I'm probably gonna lose the connection anyhow, because it's pretty remote out here, and the connection is iffy and it goes in and out. So we'll probably just do a little show from here, maybe just a half an hour, and then I gotta get going. 10:10 till later, good buddies. Breaks over. All right, Nick, Rich, you have a good one. Thanks for coming by. I'll see you around town. I got in here last night, and the building right in front of me is a restaurant, and I'm pretty sure it was open when I first parked here. And then the building right to the left, you see there's a person walking, that's the Dollar Tree store. And so the building to the right is a restaurant, and then way over to the right, oh, I guess I can just move this around. See, there's the Best Western that I stayed in last night, the big, nice American flag flying. And then that's the restaurant, and then that's the Dollar General store. So this is like a back lot that they let trucks park in, or oversized vehicles, or RVs and stuff. So anyhow, my plan was I was going to go check in and put my stuff in my room and all that stuff, and then I was going to go to the restaurant for dinner. Well, by the time I did that, and it was only like a little, maybe like 7:30 in the evening, when I came out of the hotel and walked over to the restaurant, and the restaurant was closed. And I was like, damn. And it was really cold, and you can see like how icy it is. This guy here is just kind of trudging along in the snow. That's how I was last night. There is a McDonald's. It's just down the street a little ways, barely a block away. I was gonna walk over to the McDonald's and get something for dinner, but I'm cold, and all I'm wearing is this little sweatshirt and stuff. So I thought, well, let's go to the Dollar Tree right there and see if there's something they got. So I ended up buying this crappy, like, frozen burrito, because they have microwaves in the room, so I thought I could microwave something. And then I got this frozen egg roll thing, and then they had some cheese, and I thought, okay, that cheese looks good. It's like shredded cheese. Maybe I could make some nachos or something. But I couldn't find any Doritos or any tortilla chips or anything like that. So I ended up buying these little popcorners, weird, you know, they're kind of shaped like tortilla chips, but they're not tortilla chips. It was just, the whole thing was a fiasco. And I bought a couple of cans of Coke. Oh, and I just remembered I left one of the cans of Coke in the refrigerator. What if I should go get it? It's probably still in there. Oh well, just leave it. The maid can keep it. I knew I was gonna do that. I think I left some water in there too. Damn it! I hate it when I do that. I leave stuff in the fridges all the time. That's the one thing I forget, because I always do a walkthrough of the room, like, and then probably 2 or 3 times I'll do a walkthrough of the room, make sure I haven't forgotten anything. But if there's stuff in the fridge, this is like the 2nd or 3rd time I've left, and it's usually just water or a soda. So, you know, it's not the end of the world, but anyhow, if I went and got it, I would have to do it right now, and then it would interrupt the show. So I guess I'll just not get it. West Webb says, looks like we are going to stay on the warmer side of the storms. Bye, Nick. Yeah, everyone in the rain in California is crazy. Always something behind the bathroom door on the hook. Yeah. Yeah, for me it's the refrigerator. But, so what was I saying? Oh yeah, so I bought that crappy ass food. And actually I'll say that the egg roll wasn't that bad. And it's not that the burrito was that bad, but it just was kind of, it was kind of like, why? It was kind of bland, and it was just, you know, why even bother? And those popcorn things were gross. I don't know, and it just didn't, the cheese, I thought maybe the cheese would just make anything taste good, but it didn't. So that was my dinner last night. Probably should have just, you know, walked to McDonald's a little bit further. But anyhow, it was, you know, it was dark, it was cold. I thought I don't want to go. Well, I don't want to go down there. So, and this is the closest thing, you know. That's all there is. Like down that way is a couple other hotels, I guess. And then down that way, there's like McDonald's and there's a Shell station. And there's a couple stores down there, but that's about it. So anyhow, that's where we're at. Here in this lovely January 2023. Wes says, I would have terrible gas. From an egg roll? Or for the bacon and cheese burrito? The burrito, I didn't, actually, you know, I kind of made a joke. I was on, remember I was on Native's live stream last night. I was in the chat. And I said something like, I'm probably going to be paying for this a little later. And it actually, you know, not really. It just seemed like a gross dinner to me. But it didn't affect me, you know, gastronomically or anything like that, you know. So I survived the Dollar Tree dinner experience. Yeah, the burrito. So anyhow, is the sound coming through? Because I'm using I'm broadcasting from the iPad today. Remember last time I was broadcasting from the iPhone, and if I didn't use the earbuds, the sound was horrible. But now I'm on the back to the iPad, and I think the iPad has a better microphone or something. Jenny says you should have gotten a Campbell's complete meal and made it a soup into a soup. Yeah, I'm sure there was something better I could have gotten over there. West Webb says I can't digest lots of stuff very well. Beans are one of them. Stay away from those beans, Wes. Hey, Wes, I'm wearing the black jeans today. The black, I guess these are Levi's. And they fit really nice, and I love them. So I just wanted to mention that. Since I'm wearing them, yeah, they fit nice, feel good. So thanks for that. Jolie says sound and video are great. Thank you, Jolie. West Webb says onions and peppers. You can't eat onions and peppers, or you can eat. I mean, you can't. Onions and peppers give you the gas also. I don't really like onions, just as a matter of just not liking them. Although sometimes I do. I'm kind of weird that way. It kind of depends on the preparation. Like I don't really like raw onions too much. I guess if they're cooked, that's not too bad. Jeannie says West low FODMAP diet for you. What's a FODMAP diet? I don't know what that is. But and peppers, I'll eat some peppers every now and then. I like, you know, if they're like grilled, you know. Wes says high fat and fried foods put my system in distress. yeah, then I just wouldn't eat that type of stuff. I know it's kind of tempting because it tastes good, but I would just stay away from it as much as I could. G.D. Shannon says it heals your gut. I don't know what FODMAP means though. West Webb says, glad you can use them. I'm back to losing my Christmas fat. Food map. Well, what is food map? I don't know what the food map is either. There's a food map? I need to get me a food map. And navigate it. Kiki Streets is in the house, I see. Hello, Kiki Streets. Glad you could tear yourself away from Tony Michaels or whomever. Give Tony my regards. I'm just pulling your leg. I'm busting your balls, or whatever that expression is. We are. Let me show Kiki where we're at. I don't know if he saw. I'm in Burns, or I guess Hines, Oregon, but basically Burns. Did I say? Kiki Street says, hello friends, I won't be in House Marks chat anymore. Why? Because that guy was giving you a hard time yesterday? I saw in the chat some guy was busting your balls, Kiki Streets, but don't let that deter you. The rest of us, we're there for you. But I did see there was a guy giving you a hard time. He was just a troll, probably, right? He was just a troll. And I don't remember the exact conversation of it, but I remember seeing a couple of posts that looked kind of contentious there. So West says, mine too, Jolie. Jeannie says, read up on it. Low food map diet. I will Google that, Jeannie Shannon. West says, we love you, Kiki, laughing out loud. Yeah, I'll look up the food map because the low food map, or FODMAP, low FODMAP. Either one. I'll look up either one. Anyhow, Kiki Streets, here I am. It's a little snowy. A little bit snowy. Not too bad. Hopefully I can get out of the lot. It's pretty hard and crunchy, it's I think I can get out. There were some other trucks parked in here this morning and they got out, so if they can get out, I can get out. That's all I got to say about that. I was just looking, there's a big old I guess I just call it bulldozer, but I know they're not called bulldozers. But there's a guy over there. Looks like he's clearing out their lot over there, across the way. So what's been going on with you guys? Your guys' parts of the world. I know it seems like I was watching the Weather Channel. It seems like the whole country has something going on. Whether it's mainly rain, it's either rain or snow, or it's been unseasonably warm, like in New York. They're like, it's been 60 degrees and all this kind of stuff. And Jolie said she's 50 degrees where she's at. But it's coming. I think you guys should enjoy it while you can, because I think it's coming your way. Jolie says, oh, hi, Kiki Streets. Says, we'll miss Kiki. Hope change your mind. West Webb, yeah, at least come in and say hi real quick and then leave. West Webb says, FODMAPs or fermentable oligosaccharides, disaccharides, monosaccharides, and polyols are short-chain carbohydrates that are poorly absorbed in the small intestine. West Webb, I just read the thing. West Webb says are prone to absorb water and ferment in the cold. Yummy! Kiki Streets, I am just tired of being attacked and responding, and Andrea Brower putting me in timeout. Oh, really? She put you in timeout? I didn't know that. And not those attacking me. Oh, wow. That sucks. West Webb says, used to happen to me all the time, King Streets. Yeah, West Webb, I believe that. West Webb's like, hold my beer. No. Ginny says, oh, you sold the bull. Yeah, the one, yeah. So, was that good or bad? Because I remember, you know, you were kind of sad about it. But I guess it was, overall, I guess it's a good thing. Huh? Kikashi says, Andrea Brower was GOP until 2008. I have been a Dem always since 1982. And I've been a Dem since 1960. I think I came out of my mother's womb as a Democrat. Kiki says, GD Shannon, congrats. GD said, on that diet, if an ingredient ends in os or one, it's no good. In O or one. I guess I get a 0 and a 1. It's no good. It's no good. Jolie says, West lives in timeout sometimes. GD Shannon says, it was sad. Yeah, I'm gonna check out that food map. So yesterday, I spent the whole day driving, and I was listening to. You know, I wasn't able to chat because I was driving, but I was able to listen to Hal, both the morning show and the afternoon show, and I listened to most of Randy Rhodes' show. There was a couple points in the mountain where the show would go out because I would lose a signal. I listened to the Nicole Sandler show, most of her show. I did miss part of her show though. So that's kind of my day. As I'm driving, I'm just listening to all these shows. That's kind of my schedule. It's less like you know, Hal or Stephanie. Like usually Stephanie Miller is in the morning before I like when I'm getting up. I'll listen to that. And then when I start driving, either the last hour of Tom Hartman or Hal starts, you know, listen to Hal. And then from there it's Randy Rhodes, and then Nicole Sandler, and then Hal Sparks. And if I'm still driving, sometimes if I'm driving late in the night, then who knows? It could be music, it could be Tara Devlin. She comes on, or it could be just maybe I pick up some other live streamer that's just one of my YouTube friends, you know. So let's see here. Kiki Street says, GD Shannon, I couldn't deal with selling a living thing I raised. That's just me laughing out. Sorry. West Webb says, no, congratulations, GD Shannon. You made the right decision for the time. King Street says, did you hear? Oh yeah, Diamond still died early from COVID. Yeah, I heard that on Stephanie's show this morning. And I remember it was like what was it, like a month ago or a couple months back. You know, Hal, when she was sick, she got sick then, and Hal was saying like, you know, he was wondering if it was COVID or not, and they just wouldn't say anything about it. They don't want to say that she died of COVID because of all the shit they talked about it, right? But yeah, I heard about that. So Wes says, LOL Kiki Streets, you were not raised around agriculture. I had a butcher plant right across the street when I was growing up. Oh, I bet you that smelled lovely. I picked up from some slaughterhouses, and sometimes it doesn't smell so great. GD says it's a diet that takes sugars out and like prednisone, bad drug, lactose, cellulose, etc. Example, a broccoli stalk. You can only eat the florets because the sugars are in the stalk. Wow. That's crazy. Kiki Street says, West Webb, I work at an apple orchard and live around dairy farms and chicken farms right now. Well, so there, Wes. Jolie says, I know she's awful, but it's still sad. Yeah, it's sad. And, no one's reveling in that, but it's sad. But it's like, it is a shaking your head moment, because it's like, for 2 years, all they did was deny. They either denied that COVID even existed at all. It was a hoax, and then that the vaccines were just, they just would talk shit about that. And she's not the first one. We've seen now quite a few of these deniers that have a platform, that are public or known, and they have an audience, and then they're dying. It's like, what's it gonna take? What's it gonna take to get through to some of these people? I don't think. There was a caller on Stephanie's Miller show this morning who was talking about how his dad died like a year ago of COVID, and there are still family members that won't wear masks or that still deny it. Even though they're all related to that dad, either a brother or an uncle or whatever. They still deny it. I mean, he's like, he was saying, there's some people you just can't get through. Not even death will get through them. Death of a loved one, Kiki says, I only like top quality beef these days as I get older. And Jolie says, Tony was reveling in it. I don't like it. Yeah, I know. I wasn't listening to Tony today, but yeah, that's Tony. He's like brash. Really brash. That's not my style. Wes Webb says she was a person, Lynette Hardaway Diamond of Magaduo Diamond and Silk. We don't really know that it was COVID. We don't even know for sure that she wasn't vaccinated. It was an act. She was extremely obese, which is an underlying condition, I suppose, right? Yeah, we don't know, and they won't. But why won't they? Have they said even what it was? I support what? I don't know what I'm supporting. I support vaccinations. I don't deny that there are people that deny that COVID even exists. That it's all a hoax. I don't deny that. I don't. That didn't sound right. I'm not a COVID denier, and I've been vaccinated and I've been boosted like 5 times. I have every boost that has been out. I literally have had, I think, 5 boosters. So, I don't, so I don't know what your question is. The poke. I support the poke, yes. Like I just said, I had 2, the original vaccinations was 2 shots, Pfizer I believe it was. I guess it was Pfizer. And then I've had, since then, I think like 5 boosters. Every booster that's been available to me, I've gotten. The last one was like a few months ago. Tiki Street says, vax and 1 booster, we hear Pfizer, all good, never got COVID. I never did either, as far as I know, but I've never even tested for it, because I'm always in the truck, and it's just hard for me to test. But I am, right now, coming off of a cold. I think I got Hal Sparks' cold somehow. I think somehow through the internets, through the YouTubes, I think somehow I got Hal Sparks' cold, because the last show was Thursday, right? And I felt great on Thursday. Then when I woke up on Friday, and I've had this, right now I'm feeling better. I've been getting this cough so much to the point where the first couple of nights, since I'm on a CPAP machine, and then I would start coughing, and I just really couldn't even use the CPAP because the coughing was so bad. But so that was like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Here we are Tuesday. I'm feeling better, but I think I've been having just a cold. I think it's just a cold. It's not COVID. Anyhow, Kinky Street says, I take vaccines. Took shingles. Well, I did the shingles vaccine. Well, you know what? I came down with shingles in 2016. So that's been like almost 7 years ago now already. Man, it's so amazing how time flies. But I remember the reason I remember it because it was like in 2015 is when I first got this truck, and I remember just as I was about to get this truck, I was still in a company truck. I came down with another what was it? Now I can't remember the name of it. God, what the hell is it called? I can't remember the name of it, but it landed me in the hospital for a couple nights. And I was out on the road. I checked myself into a hospital, and then they cleared that up. God, I can't remember what it's called, but I was vomiting and everything. And then it was like a year later, I got really sick. I felt really sick, and I was on the road again. I was in Denver. It was to the point where I had to take myself into the hospital, so I Ubered to the hospital, and they said, you got shingles. And the shingles, I didn't realize it makes you feel like the worst flu in the world or something. And so then I don't know if they gave me a vaccination or not, if it's too late for a vaccination or a shot, but I remember they gave me a bunch of antibiotics, I think, and then it cleared up. So now I don't know if I have to worry about ever getting it again since I got it. And that was in 2016. Because I guess I never took the vaccine before. Westwood says all shots, one Moderna as recommended by the CDC, that and the bivalent Omicron shot made me a little sick. Yeah, the only one I really got sick was when I got my the second dose of the first vaccine. I remember I got sick and I had to go home, and because I was in the truck in Las Vegas in Henderson, I was getting unloaded, and then it was taking really long, and I remember I told them, can you guys hurry up, because I had my second vaccination earlier today, and they were all like, we understand, because we went through the same thing. And all of a sudden they got me unloaded, and they were like, okay, get out of here, and I remember I just wanted to get to bed. I was feeling so sick and kind of nauseous and everything, and I just parked the truck, went and got into bed, and then I felt great the next morning when I woke up. Westweb says his audio keeps cutting, so I don't know if that's on my end or your end. Jeannie says, okay. I'm on the other side of the fence. Each vax lowers your immune system. Any vax lowers your immune system. Well, I don't know. I feel fine. Westweb says, I had the old shingles vax in my 50s, got new ones in 2020. When I came down with shingles, I don't think they vaccinated me. I guess by then it's too late. But I remember I just got prescribed, I think, a bunch of meds, a bunch of like antibiotics or something. Jenny says, you have to change your way of living. I do? Westwood says, when you are a rural genie, that makes a difference. I have had this debate with others. Jolie says, I had shingles once. It was painful. Yes, it was so painful. So, I'm on the road, and I'm getting sick, and I felt like, this is like in 2016, so this is way pre-COVID. So, and I remember I just felt like I was getting a flu or something. And I remember I parked at the Flying J in Denver, and I thought, I'm just going to park here and not take, I didn't have a load lined up or whatever. I'm just going to rest here in the truck. And I remember I was just getting so sick. I was like, it wasn't getting better. I remember, maybe I was there one night or 2 nights, I don't know, it just wasn't getting any better, and I thought, this isn't right, something's not right. And then, so I was like, I gotta go, so then I had to like, find a hospital, and I had to get someone to drive me, and it was a big hassle, but it was very painful. And then once they gave me I think it was antibiotics, within a day or two, I started feeling better, and it was good. I was good as gold Good as rain. Right as rain. Kiki Street says, my grandpa was enroller 1, born in 1892, died in 1990. Took, I guess, every vaccine along the way. There is zero medical proof vaccines hurt your immune system. Yeah, for years there's been that. There hasn't, even before COVID, there's been this community of, you know, these anti-vaxxer group of people. Like, was it Jenny McCarthy or whatever? She's like that kind of actress. I think she was Jim Carrey's girlfriend. I think that's why they broke up. Anyhow, West Webb says, the CDC says that it's still healthier to get vaccinations excite the immune system. The rumors about an overall weakening are not scientific to my understanding. King Street says, my bro is a medical doctor and teaches at NYC Medical School for 35 years. Wow. Probably knows his shit. West Webb says insurance usually won't pay for shingles vaccines until you're older. G says, Wes, I was eating clean, sleeping better, no alcohol, and fired my farm manager, so reduced stress. Yeah, I mean, well, you know, eating good and exercising, that's all good. King Street says for Vermonters, shingles vaccine is free for all. Wow. Julie says it's so nice outside. I'm sitting outside my porch. Wow, it's so nice and warm, huh? You get to sit out on your porch. Enjoy it, because I don't know if there's weather coming your way or not. Kikuchi says, oh yeah, Jenny has an autistic child, and she blamed it on the vaccine, I think. Westwood says natural herd immunity might have brought on the new variants, which get weaker and weaker. Most were bred in Africa. Natural herd immunity. Well, anyhow, I don't know anything about all that stuff, but I trust pretty much. I mean, you gotta take things with a grain of salt, right? And you gotta, you know, I'm not saying just believe everything you hear or whatever, but and that, you know, that the government's always right or whatever. But I think our CDC and our National Health Institute, or National Institute of Health or whatever, and I think they're not. I think they're operating with the best of intentions, and they sometimes, as they get more data and more, you know, more information as times go on, things might change a little bit as far as the recommendations and stuff like that. But you know, especially a new novel virus like that, they were learning as they were going, and they got, as time went on, they got better and better information. And you know, I think when the vaccines came out, I was willing to take that chance rather than get that disease. I thought the alternative of not being vaccinated would be worse, because it seemed like a lot of people that were getting it. I mean, I had a Facebook friend who was more of a Facebook friend, but we actually went to high school together. So we were actually old high school mates, I guess. But it's not like we were close friends. I don't want to say like this is like my best friend or something. But we knew each other in high school, which is a long time. I graduated 40-something years ago. But then we kind of reconnected through Facebook, and all of a sudden he was dead. And his wife was posting stuff saying on his site, because we're like, what happened to Glenn? He all of a sudden disappeared. And she's like, he passed away. He got sick. I couldn't do anything. I tried to help him. He got COVID, and he was in the hospital for like, I don't know, 3 days, and he died. You know. And he was totally. And this was there was no. I don't think there was a vaccine yet, but this is when people were supposed to be self-quarantining and socially distancing and wearing masks when you go out in public. and he wouldn't do any of that. He was against all of that. And again, it's like these other ones, these like Diamond and Silk or whatever. I mean, you shake your head. You're like, even though this was pre-vaccine, but it's like you didn't even take any precautions. You know, what did you expect was going to happen? You know. So anyhow, I had that kind of personal experience where that guy died. So once the vaccines became available, I'm like, yeah, I'm doing it. I got it as soon as I could. I did it, and I'm glad I did. And I encouraged my kids to do it, and they did it. My ex did it, so we're all vaxxed. And I'm boosted. My ex is boosted. My son said he's only gotten one booster, and he and his wife, they just got COVID last week, but they're feeling. But since they are vaxxed and boosted, even though it's just one boost, they just have like this mild. It's kind of like a bad cold, they said. So I think it helps. I mean, I think it. Without it, you can end up in a hospital. You can end up on a ventilator, and you can end up dying. So, I'm all for the vaccinations and the boosters. I think it's what you got to do. You know, if you don't want to just get it without any type of protection in you. Anyhow, boy, you guys are really going on here. Jeannie says, know your own body. And Wes says, the flu that killed everybody just over 100 years ago is the same one we vaccinated us now. COVID-19 will never die. It will just become another common cold. Yeah, that's what we were talking about too. Like my son was saying that too. Like he doesn't think it's ever going to go away. But we'll just always, you know, have better ways of fighting it, or whatever, vaccinations or immunities and stuff. King Street says, I am never going to listen to the party that says cigarettes don't cause cancer. The party that says man-made global warming is a crock of shit. I am going to listen to I'm not going to listen to I hope I don't get shut down, because I had one video taken down, and I still don't know exactly why. This was quite a while ago. This was like last year. It was quite a while ago, where actually there was Tom Hartman show was playing in the background, and they were talking about vaccinations. I don't know if it was something that they said, or if it was something that and then I kind of made a joke, and somehow they just took that down. But I don't really see it. At first I thought I had a strike against me, but I don't really see it as a strike. Maybe it was just a warning or something, but they did pull the video. I mean, and that was a live stream, so I don't know what's going to happen on this one. It's just kind of weird. YouTube is kind of weird. Party West Webb says party shades constantly. King Street, there are tobacco farmers in both parties. King Street says West Webb tobacco only grows in the South. Those states are majority GOP. King Street says West Webb John Boehner or Boner was handling out tobacco industry money and products on the House floor. Only reason money. King Street says West Webb parties don't change that much. Biggest change happened decades ago when Dixiecrats became GOP, etc. Yep. West Webb says my diet is already similar to that one. Genie food or FODMAP, except mine is to avoid purines. I don't know what purines are. Ginny Shannon says it's always been on the Lysol can. I had a can from the 90s. It was on there. Benny Loco. Good morning, Benny Loco. West Webb says shellfish are one of my triggers. Stay away from them, Wes. Just stay away from the shellfish. But I do like me a good lobster tail, and I usually only have it about once a year. I don't know why. I should have it more. I should have it every day. Only dipped in butter though. That butter sauce, that butter dip. But I love me, and I'm not a snob. I'll go to Red Lobster and get the like steak and lobster, and I'm completely fine with it. People act like that's a shithole or something. I love it, and I'm due. I don't think I've had it. I don't think I had it last year, so I'm due. I need to go in and get me some lobster tail at Red Lobster. Benny Loco says I had to find y'all, not in my notifications, shaking my head. What is up with that, Benny Loco? You better get them notifications going. Or YouTube. West Webb says amino acids that form uric acid that forms little sharp crystals that lodge in the joints, and the joints get lodged, and you get those crystals, and you become crystallized. Kinavato, hey, Kitty-o, Benny Loco, hi, King Streets. I have been lurking. I know. I knew you were in there, kid. I knew it. I knew it. I could feel it. I could just feel it in my bones. West Webb says hi, Kinavato. And Loco says hi. Lobster is too expensive. That's why I only eat it once a year. And I don't think I had it last year. I think it's been 2 years since I had my lobster. Ginny says, I just looked up purine. What is it in your terms? I have no idea what it is. But it sounds pure. Kenelo says, hey, West Webb, I am just too busy. Benny Loco, which is a good thing. Benny Loco, I got your bell on bulk. All right, Benny. All right. I trust you. West Webb says, I like being lazy. I like being lazy. Benny Loco says, diamond has gone rust. And then, on black. Oh, the bell on black. Okay. I should have just been able to figure that out. West Webb says, I got an on-screen notice about an hour ago. Benny Loco. And then get your ass to work, Kinletto. I need to get my ass to work, actually. It's 11:15, so I just wanted to hang out with you guys for a little bit here. Westwood says, Shannon, purines are amino acids that form uric acid and forms little sharp. Oh, well, yeah, it's a repeat. Where are my hands, damn it? Where are my hands? Let me check road check real quick. I'm gonna check the road conditions. Let's check road check, shall we? I mean trip check. Trip check is the Oregon road condition page. Let's see if there's any alerts. There's a weather alert. Oh, Malheur County. I think I'm in Malheur County. Malheur. Remember Malheur? I was talking about that's where the Bundys took over that National Wildlife Reserve thing. So let's see. This says visibility less than 1 mile in dense fog. Portions of southwest and west central Idaho and southeast Oregon until 1 p.m. this afternoon. Impacts hazardous driving conditions due to low visibility. Precautionary preparedness actions. If driving, slow down. Use your headlights. Leave plenty of distance ahead of you. All right. But as long as the roads aren't iced over, and let's see, it says there's bare pavement. I'm looking at US 20. That's the road I'm going to be taking. So it says bare pavement, no snow. The roadside snow is 20 inches. I think that's just where, you know, they plow it and it's got like 20 inches of snow from plows, you know. But the road surface is bare. Let's see, there's a camera. Drinkwater Pass. It looks, pavement looks all nice and plowed off, dry or whatever. Here's chain restrictions. This says carry chains. It's bare pavement, so there's no chain restrictions. That's what I'm looking for mainly. And then once I get to I-84, it looks like it's all green, and green is good. So we are good to go. We are good for takeoff. What were you guys talking about now? King Street says, Kids Auto, I do a lot of research on trolls, Reddit, and they have videos of you and Andrea on their Reddit pages. That's why I attacked them in your chat. Wow. That's weird. Like, that they have videos of you or whatever. Benny Logan says that King Streets, they've been hitting me hard in chats last couple nights. When I share on my community page, they fucking follow me. How am I supposed to share without mucking up someone's chat? G says, Wes, please put in Dr. Eric Berg on YouTube and put gout after. King Sheet says the SJ trolls openly admit to the street names on Reddit. Video local King Streets, and yes, it's SJ that's doing it. What is SJ? San Jose? Those San Jose trolls, man. Yeah. King Street says, video local, they need us for material on their own podcasts. West Web, strange how people get so attached to other folks that they don't really even know. Some of my trolls are former students, others are old schoolmates. King Streets, video local, there are several. I don't know if they're SJ like WTB Dev Jones. Oh, Stuttering John is SJ. Did I break the code? King Streets, they are fucking losers. That's why I told him as much. I told him. I said, yeah, fucking loser. King Streets says Carl Hamburger or whatever his name is. Several others. Uh-oh. King Streets retracted the message. Benny Loco, info typed in the chat. Only SJ knew. That's why I was trying to email you. We need to teach something called conflict resolution to kids. Yes, and we need to teach that to our cops too. Some parents thought we were grooming kids to be whips, not standing up to bullies. Really? King Streets, Benny Loco, like SJ knew my real name is. So did that Sean S. It can get pretty hairy on YouTube, huh? And in social media with all this trolling and shit. There's a lot of stuff. I'm kind of like a naive little country bumpkin, I think, when it comes to a lot of this shit. Because I'm just on here babbling, and you know, and if it wasn't for Jolie backing me up, you know, sometimes she boots people out, and I'm thinking, oh, you know, it wasn't that bad. But then she's like, no, that dude had to go, you know, or that person had to go. That wasn't really cool what they were saying or whatever, and I'm kind of like, no. And who knows what else they're doing, you know? It's kind of scary. It's kind of scary, like, you think about, I guess people have nothing better to do than just, like, fuck with people, you know? I kind of don't get it. I'm kind of a live and let live and kind of guy, and I just kind of do my own thing, and then, you know, I don't really waste my time trying to, like, think how I can, like, fuck someone's YouTube channel up or whatever. You know what I mean? I don't know. But that's me. That's just me. West so many Howard Stern fans, he doesn't even have to command them. They troll on their own. One uses all caps. Wow, Wes. Jolie says, Wes, conflict resolution was taught every year at my kids' school. It had a huge difference on how the kids related to each other. It should be taught in all schools. Yeah, it is important. It is. And you'd be surprised how, you know, how the effect something can have. You know, you might think, oh, it's not going to matter, it's not going to make a difference, but then, you know, you see the difference. You know, you can see it in, you know, kids not getting beat up all the time. You know? One the other day was using the name of my old girlfriend's husband. That was sort of creepy. Ooh, that is creepy. I sent a text to Andrea. So yeah, it is creepy and weird and scary, and it's like, what is the alternative? What is the motive? I mean, why are they doing what they're doing? Is it just because they're sad sacks with nothing to do, nothing better to do? They just bored, and they just lonely, or is it like a job? And they actually get money to be trolls, or you know? I don't really understand it. You know, it's like, can't we all just get along? You know, can't we just have fun on the internet? Just, you know, just gab and shoot the shit. Not worry about some troll trying to fuck your shit up. I don't know. Or make fun of you. I don't care about that, but, you know. The other day, I actually went ahead and finally blocked my cousin Danny because he couldn't do anything without making everything into some political fight. And then he started accusing me of being a gaslighter and all this kind of shit. And I'm like, no, motherfucker, you're the gaslighter. What the fuck? I don't know, I just got tired of his shit. I don't know if he's a troll or not, but he's an asshole. Let me dump the rest of this coffee out. It's just cold now. It started off cold, kind of cold. It was just a refill from the coffee in the hotel. But anyhow, guys, I think I'm gonna hit the road. And I can't really keep it going as I'm driving. So I guess we'll go ahead and maybe call it a day. Let's see, what we do, a little over an hour. So, coffee in the snow. It looks like pee. Oh yeah, it does. Like, kind of like brown pea. But anyhow, so I'm gonna be. Where am I gonna be on Thursday? I should be. Oh yeah, I gotta be in Denver. So I will be in Denver on Thursday, and I'm supposed to be in Denver. If, you know, the good Lord willing, and the creek don't rise, and it don't snow me out too much, I'll be in Denver, or Denver area, on Thursday, and then, so I'll be doing the show in the Denver area. So you don't want to miss that, because Denver's cool. And then hopefully I'll be grabbing a load out of there on Friday, the next day, and heading back to Vegas. So that's the plan. We'll see how it goes. Plans lately haven't really been going as planned. I mean, it's been horrible. Since September, my business has gotten to the point where I'm almost thinking about getting out of the business because it's been horrible. And that's me driving I drove all through the pandemic. I didn't quit. I didn't stop. and I worked right through it steadily. And then all of a sudden in September of last year, so just a few months ago, it went to shit for me anyhow. I don't know. Other drivers seem to be driving, so I don't know what the deal is. But and so, like I said, it's gotten to the point where I'm thinking about maybe quitting or maybe taking a break. I don't know, because it just ain't happening. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna get back to Vegas and then maybe take a few days off and think about my options and stuff. But so that's the plan, Stan. I'm going to take off. I don't know. I'm just looking at the weather. It's all kind of socked in. It is snowing now. So it looks like a light little, light little snow. So I better get out of here while the getting's good, before the roads get, before the roads get all messed up again. So I guess I thank everybody here. It says there's 10 people in there, but we only got 8 thumbs up, so let's get those thumbs ups going. Make sure you like and share and subscribe. I'm at 460 subscribers. We are, slowly but surely we're growing. I wanted to get to 500 by New Year's Day. Well, today's the 9th. We didn't do it, did we? But my goal is still to hit 1,000 though by the end of this year. So let's hit that share button. There's the share button, but it's not working. Look, I'm hitting it. Why is it not sharing? My graphics department is just not working right. But like, subscribe, watch the show, share. Look, it's just right there. And let's get those subs up. Let's hit 500. I think we can hit 500 by Valentine's Day. Let's do a Valentine's Day special. If I get 500 subs by Valentine's Day, what will I do? I will do something with a heart. Something heartish. Like a Valentine heart. I'll do something. I don't know. I'll figure something out. Hey, I got another thumbs up. Thanks. Somebody left, but maybe they thumbed up on the way out. So we're at 9 and 9. According to this, I don't know how up to date it is. It seems like shit kind of rolls through whenever it wants to roll through. But yeah, let's get it going. Gonna get your heart on. Yeah. Who was that? Desert who? Desert Urbexer. I think I know who that is. I know who that is. Anyhow, yeah, we'll do something heart related if I get 500 by Valentine's Day. All right. So thanks for being here, guys. This chat is troll free. Thanks to Jolie, because she's got my back. She always got my back. Let's see if can you guys see the snow? It looks like it's kind of blowing through here. It's always hard to see it on the video. But there is a little bit of snow coming down. We're going. And before the roads get all mucked up, so that's the music that I like to play, what I like to say. everybody for being here. Had a great time. I'll see you on Thursday. Hopefully 9 a.m. Pacific time. And, you know, the good Lord willing and the creek don't rise. Make sure you keep that rubber side down and the shiny side up. And who knows where I'll be broadcasting from. You know, it could be a Flying J or a Pilot or a TA or a Petrol. It could just be some little rest area on the side of the road. Or it could be, yeah, that's right, one of these days we're gonna get to a Walmart. I swear to God, we're gonna do a Walmart one of these days. It's not just gonna be a little thing I say, it's gonna be for real. We're gonna make it for real. And we will hit the big time when we get the Walmart parking lot. All right, everybody. I'll see you in the chats. You know, where we hang out, all those usual places, like House Sparks and all that kind of stuff. I'll see you in there, and I'll say hi. And see you around town. So until then, take care, everybody.